I'm here, Baylor Scheierman, Boston Celtics. I got a few plays for you. I want you to just break it down for me a little bit. First one I got. You do a lot of pump fakes when you play him. So this one, obviously, get Anthony Black. You could have had the pass to Cada, but instead you decide to take it and drive. What was your thought process here, if you mind breaking it down for me?
Yeah, so at the very start of the play, I knew that they were cross-matched, so Kada had a small, and so I knew that they were trying to switch down there, and I knew that the on-ball defender knew there was a small on there, so he's trying to keep it out of the post. So that's why the first ball fake comes into play there. Get the main defender on me off the ground. Then obviously Paulo comes over to help, and he knows Kada's behind him, so he's expecting a lob play, so that's where the second pump fake comes into play there and kind of gets me my angle to, lay it up off the glass.
Sweet. This next one, how important is Peyton Pritchard's gravity on this play? Get the ball at the top of the key, he immediately moves to the corner. Lonnie Walker knows that he cannot help off that. How important is that three-point gravity of your teammates when you're looking to drive?
I mean, it's super important. Like you said, Peyton's gravity allows me to get downhill here. Obviously, I get a closeout and he's trying to get me off the line as well. But then the corner guy obviously can't help because Peyton's there, which allows me wide open layup uncontested.
All right, this one, I've seen you work on this a lot pre-game with Craig Lucianat. This is a little high layup right here. You already knew what I was going to ask you about. Who initiated you working on this, like within the team? Was it Craig? Was it Joe? Was it teammates? And why do you think this is important to add to your game?
I mean, it was Craig and myself, honestly. It's just, obviously, NBA is the best athletes in the world, best basketball players in the world. And in order to finish around the rim, you have to have those kind of touch shots. And that's just one of them, like you said, we work on all the time. And, I know probably in live speed, everyone's like, what the hell is he shooting? But we really do work on that. So, yeah.
This one, Scotty Barnes tries to draw a charge. Instead, you do another one of your pump fakes. You get Jacoby Walter off balance. When do you decide you're going to pass this instead of shoot it? Was it when you saw him go for the charge? Or what was your thought process when you were driving here?
I mean, honestly, get by the first defender, then your eyes go to the secondary help, which is Scotty, obviously. And it looks like he's setting up for a charge, so I can't just go right through him. Honestly, I probably should have dumped it off to Nimi. That's a hard shot, but if I didn't, that's the only way I could have done because obviously he's setting up for a charge.
This one, similar thing. Hauser's gravity here. You're coming off of his screen. Luke fakes a screen. Was there a moment when you knew you were going to pass this to Luke instead? Obviously, Hauser's gravity keeps his defender to the three-point line. Was it when Wendell Carter stepped up? What was the moment you saw it?
Exactly. As soon as I saw Luke get a step behind him, I knew that's when I was throwing it. It's got to be quick because obviously he can recover quickly, but as soon as I saw Luke get behind him, that's when I knew I was throwing it up to him.
All right, last one. This one got some oohs and ahs for you. First off, did you know this was a trap in the moment?
Yeah, 100%. I thought he was going to call it, and then he didn't call it, so I got lucky there.
So do you stop for a second to wait for him to call it, or you just
I just kept going, and I mean, if you blew the whistle, then I would obviously.
But you knew?
But I knew I traveled. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
And then when was the decision to not dump this off immediately and do the Rondo-esque? Were you thinking of Rondo when you did that? What?
Well, yeah, I mean, growing up when I was 7 or 8, watching Rondo play for the Celtics, honestly, and that was his move, and I did it growing up all the time in middle school and high school. And here, you got a 2-on-1, kind of freeze the big defender for a second, and then if he would have went with him, then I could have laid it in, but then he stayed with me, so then I got the laid up off.
Got you. All right, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah, appreciate you.
And